New champ.
Rayo, new champ, big moment, Riyadh season, you fighting in LA. It was Mexico versus Mexico. What were your thoughts following the fight and the crowd reaction, given the big moment and the big win today?
To be honest, I didn't pay too much attention to the crowd. You know, I stayed focused. Felt like I was in control the whole time. I felt comfortable. Yeah, I felt good the whole way through.
Is that your best performance by far?
Probably up there, I would say.
Rayo, when you were fighting him, what was the game plan? Just curious, because, you know, it seemed like you were pumping the jab a lot earlier.
Yeah, just keep him at the end of my punches, you know. Fight smart, fight sharp. Don't get desperate, don't fall into his game plan, because, you know, he's a one-dimensional fighter. He only knows how to do one thing. So, you know, that's what I did. Just stuck to the game plan.
Rayo, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
You know, a lot of people doubted you, right? People are talking about Pitbull versus Tank, you know, the rematch.
Yep.
You know, you put a stop to that. You're a champion. You know, you said you were doing it for your family, for all the sacrifices they made for you. Just talk about that release of that joy that you felt when you heard.
Yeah, it was a bit, I felt like a little disrespectful. You know, his team, his management, Sean Gibbons. He did a 15-minute video, had a whole 2025 lined up for Pitbull. He should have been worried about the rematch.
How confident were you, Rayo, before the scorecards were read that you would be crowned champion?
I was extremely confident. I felt like I was really in his face the whole time, making him miss, you know, making him pay. I felt in control, you know, touching him with uppercuts, touching him with my jab, caught a rhythm.
Now, Rayo, I know you just became a champion. I guess I'll be the guy to ask the question, but what's next? Like, is there a unification? Did you want to fight Tank? You know,
To be honest, I want to fight whoever the fans want me to fight. I've never been a guy who, you know, ducked or dodged nobody since the beginning of my career. I took the toughest fights. And, you know, so whoever the fans want me to fight, I mean, that's what I'm here for.
Can you still make 135 pounds?
Probably. I probably walked in the ring at 148, 49.
Rayo, platícanos cómo te sientes de haber vencido a uno de los favoritos de la afición mexicana y qué tan bueno es eso, obviamente, para tu nombre.
No, pues me siento muy bien, muy contento, muy feliz, un sueño hecho realidad y pues más contra un peleador como el Pitbull, que es un gran peleador, que viene para frente, mexicano, con mucho respeto y la verdad que fue un gran honor enfrentarme a él.
Rayo, si nos puedes revelar un poquito la película, el proceso. Te vimos cómo empezaste en Arizona, luego fuiste a Seattle y hoy eres campeón mundial. ¿Qué nos platicas?
Sí, pues yo fui nacido en México, en Sinaloa. Mi mamá y mi papá me trajeron para los Estados Unidos, para una mejor vida, para perseguir nuestros sueños, para este momento, de hecho. Viví en Phoenix un ratito. A los 8 años me fui a Seattle a vivir. A mi papá le había dado le dio una enfermedad en la piel por trabajar tanto en el sol, entonces lo tuvimos que mover a donde estaba más fresco, solo fuimos a Seattle. Ahí es donde conocí a Mario a los 10 años y ahí es donde empezó el box.
Is there a rematch clause on this?
Yeah, there is rematch clause.
Automatic or?
To be honest, I'm not sure. You know, I have to talk to my team, see, you know, the details on it.
After the win, did you guys say anything in the ring?
His dad, you know, right away was just like rematch, but you know.
¿Cómo nos puedes platicar la estrategia para vencer a Pitbull?
Pues mira, primero que nada, no todo somos un equipo, no todo el crédito lo tengo que agarrar yo. Mario lo tiene desde que era un niño, así que también tenemos que reconocer el trabajo que ha hecho. El equipo de nuestro preparador físico también, Charles Tremblay, es un gran preparador físico. La condición que llevaba Rayo era espectacular. Y los demás en el gimnasio, mi hijo Pita, Chepe, Felipe, todos tuvieron parte porque todos trabajamos juntos. Así de que el crédito no nomás es para mí, es para todo el equipo. Y más que nada, Rayo por escuchar, por querer en nosotros. Él hizo caso, nos escuchaba en la esquina, todo lo que le decíamos. Y pelear inteligente, mantener el jab, mantenerlo a la media distancia no intercambiar golpes con él y siguió todas las instrucciones y salimos con la victoria.
Profe, te iba a preguntar algo parecido en inglés. I was going to ask you something similar in English. In terms of the preparation for the fight and what actually occurred in the ring, were there any adjustments that needed to be made? And did Pitbull do anything that was surprising or that you really needed to adjust to in there?
We knew, you know, Pitbull is one type of fighter, and nothing's gonna change. I don't think we're gonna see him throw jabs. I don't think we're gonna see, you know what I mean? That's just his style, and we were ready for it. You know, Rayo trained, listened to the corner, and that was the key to victory. Just as long as he stayed composed and listened, that's all he needed to do.
Bro, you want to add to that?
Yeah, he made some adjustments in the fight. He started off in the fight throwing overhand, more his left hand, I believe, towards the middle. So in the beginning of the fight, I was walking, I think, more to his left, my left. He started throwing in the middle of the fight. He started throwing his straight right hand, and that's when I started walking to the other side. So he made adjustments, and I made adjustments.
And his power? How do you rate his power?
It was decent. He caught me with one shot, kind of in the back of the head. I felt it. It's funny because I got deja vu in that moment. So I was like, whoa, I've been here.
Ryan, did you hurt him in the 12 rounds? Did you?
I think so.
You made him change the way he was doing it.
I think so. He was backing up. I think it's because he felt my punch that I was able to keep him at the end of my punches. If he didn't feel my power, he would have not respected it.
Do you feel that De Los Santos punches a little bit harder than Pitbull, or it's just
It's hard to
different
say. With De Los Santos, I was. If you guys knew the conditions I fought, I was a whole different fighter. But I would have lost to anybody that day out. My whole style was bad. So he didn't catch me with one shot. He caught me with a lot of shots. So that's people were saying I'm chinny, but it wasn't one shot. He caught me with a lot of shots, and any fighter would have been hurt.
I think Shakur co-signs that De Los Santos is not a joke.
Yeah. No, De Los Santos, I take nothing from him. He's a great fighter.
Do you feel any better at 140 than at 135?
Yeah, I felt good. I felt better, I would say.
Now, Teofimo was here at the fight. I know that he has the lineage. You guys sparred, and kind of a lot of people know about the sparring. You see yourself and Teo maybe going down the line and maybe having a pro fight?
Yeah, that's another great big fight. And those are the fights that I want. The fans want it, I want it.
Could you talk about it was an amazing night, an amazing atmosphere, and it was an amazing week. Could you talk a little bit about what it means to you that the Saudi Arabians are investing in American boxing like they are in British boxing? That it's changing, it's shifting the paradigm.
Yeah, first and foremost, thank you to His Excellency for doing this, for giving me the opportunity. The whole week, it was great. I was just taking it all in. They did a great job with everything. They were moving fast. Their social media was on point, everything. I was very impressed. And I would love to come back and fight here again.
There is talk about them creating tournaments going forward in every weight division with the very best fighting the very best, the top 12 fighting each other. Is that something that whets your appetite?
Definitely, count me in. I'm all in for that.
Any more guys?
Robert, I wanted to ask you about the main event because Turkey talked about Virgil Ortiz versus Terence Crawford. From what you saw from Crawford tonight, do you feel like he's best suited to come fight Virgil Ortiz rather than try to go up and fight Canelo?
Well, look, Virgil has a fight next Saturday, so we got to focus on that. We will be in Vegas next week, so after that, we'll definitely could talk about that. But I think Crawford's fight was a very close fight. It was a very close fight, a fight that maybe his performance wasn't good enough for people to expect him to do good against Canelo. So maybe it is a great idea. But like I said, we first have to get through our next opponent next Saturday, and after that, we'll be more than happy. Definitely, 100%.
Royal, I have a question. Everyone talks about the reach and the height advantage you have, but is it actually more difficult to fight someone who's that short?
I think it just all comes down to the game plan. If you guys just prepare right for it, just all depends. I felt fine because I was ready. I'm sure. I think it looked like he was having more issues with the height. So for me, it wasn't a problem. And I've been fighting guys like him my whole life, in the gym and you know, in the amateurs and stuff like that.
What did you learn about yourself with this win?
It wasn't more what I learned. I think I already knew it about myself. I was just happy to go out there and do it. Just be crafty, you know, be comfortable in there, and you know, be in the fire, not panicking, you know, just staying calm.
Okay, all good, everyone?
Right.
Felicidades, campeón.
Muchas gracias. Gracias a toda la gente por su apoyo.
Yes.
Can I get a shot with you at the belt?
Yeah.